Okay, hi guys. We're going to do our hexi tile, and these are the colors I'm going to use. I think we need a little bit of, there we go. I'm just using the Dollar Tree Just Cotton from Premier that I bought, and it's a 4-weight. I'm using a 5.5mm hook. Where is it? There it is. And so let's go over. This is the Fluro, and I'm just going to do 1, 2, this is 1, 2, 3 rows. We're going to do 4 because we used the 4 colors. And as you can see by the first 2 are, one stitch, and then the next outer ones are the same pattern. So that's what we're going to be doing. And I'm just going to go ahead and start with my little rose color here, and we are going to, again, I don't mean to say the same thing over and over again, but you can either do the magic circle ring or you could do the stitch. And if you're going to do the stitch, the count is 5, and then you would join that together with a slip stitch. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to pull this back a little bit. Let me see if I can get a good shot. And sometimes making the magic circle ring is a little fidgety for me, but I do like it. I like the idea I can tighten it up. So I alternate on the videos of showing both, just so if you like one or the other, you're seeing how it's done. I think last time I did the chains. Again, if you want to do the chain method, chain 5 with your A color, your first color, and you want to join them with a slip stitch. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And this is where our starting point. And then what we're going to do is double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2. I'm going to get the book out of the way. And so this is going to be our first double crochet. And then we're going to do one more in their circle. And this is where we're going to chain 2. This is going to be my first attempt in making this hexagon tile. Sometimes I make one up to make sure get a little bit of practice in making it, but this time we are just going to learn it together. And we're going to chain 2, and then 2 more double crochets, and we are going to be, so I've got 3 right now. It's 1, 2, 3, and we're going to make 3 more. So 2. I've never worked with this yarn too. It's kind of a little stiff, but we're okay. I need to probably do some wrapping around my hand to get it to some tension. Some yarns I can hold differently and it works, but then others you have to do the little wrap to get it to work better. So we need 2 more of these. Like I said, we're going to have 6 in total. Yep. So right now we have 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're on our 5th one. Pay attention where I'm at here. One, 2. I'm going to do one more. Chain 2. Now let's see, where's my we're going to pull this closed. There we go. And pull that really tight. The cotton really does help with that. We've chained, let's see, chained 1, 2, and I'm going to go in here and do a slip stitch. Is that what I want? Yep. Okay. And I am going to do it one more time because I want it to be good and fastened. And what I'm going to do here, hold on, I got to get a pair of scissors. Okay, I don't know where my craft scissors are. I hate using these. They're my material scissors. So there we go. So this is our first row. So we got double crochets, two chains, double crochets, and we have, I got 3. Oh my goodness. Let me fix that. Hold on. Okay, just so you see what happened, what I did the 2 doubles, 2 chains, 2 doubles, but here, instead of doing another double, I went in ahead and I did 2 chains in between. So I'm going to fix this, and I'll be right back. So I'll just repair that, and we'll see you at the end. Okay, so I fixed that, and this is how much of a tail I had left. So, oops. So we are going to be going into, like I said, I'm just going to slip stitch. And I'm just going to, because that's kind of, there we go. So now we got space 2, 2, space 2, 2. Okay. So now we're going to add our next color. Tighten this up to where you want it, and I'll feed that in later. This I will carry, I am going to along. So now we're going to do the next color. Let's get our little cream, our rose colored out of the way. And now let's use our yellow. I am just going to make a slip knot. Get me okay. So I am going to try to carry my peach one. And what we're going to do here is, well, what we're going to do here is fight with it. Okay. So in these chain 2 spaces, we're going to start making our corner. And I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to go in this corner with a double crochet. Oh, sorry about that, guys. It doesn't want to pull out. Let's get some loose. Okay. Now, 2 chains. And we're going to do 2 more double crochets. I'm not sure if I'm really crazy about this yarn, to be honest about it. Kind of a review. I like cotton yarn. I like it because I like to make my towels with it. Okay, so now this is our corner. So what we're going to do, we're just going to chain 1. And in this space, we're going to do 2 double crochets. I think my hands are just a little hurting too. Okay, so we have our corner, and then we're going to do okay, hold on, let me look at the pattern. Okay, our other corner. Just wanted to make sure. We're going to do chain 2, and we're going to put 2 in there. And this is what we're going to do all the way around. We're going to chain 1, to our next chain 2 space, and then we're going to do 2 double crochets, and we just chained 1 in between there. Let me see, I don't know if I said that right or not. Okay, so every time we do our corner, which is the set of 2 double crochets, we're just going to do 1 chain. Then we go into the next corner, and that's where we're going to do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. And I'm not keeping good tensions. 2. I know this says a 4, but it feels a little bit lighter than a 4. Okay, then we're just going to chain 1 and go to our next chain space, and we're just going to do that 2 more times, and I'll meet you at the end. The next row's a little different. Okay, I did my last one, and this very last, it's going to be a single crochet, or not a single crochet. Okay, hold on. What that looks like? Okay, we chained 1, and then we slip stitch into our next space. And now I am going to do what I was going to try to do. That last one, we're just going to do slip stitch until our corner, and then I'm going to trim. I don't know why I can't hold on to this yarn. This weather is very rainy. It has had my arthritis acting up a little bit. Okay, so now that we have our first 2 rows done, trying to see our little points here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to add our next color, which is mango. And I'm just going to add this time. I'm going to add it like this, just to give it a different option. You can add your yarn. I've seen a lot of people do it different ways. Slip stitch and then add. That's what I did before. This one, we're going to do it this time this way. We're going to chain 3, this is going to be our corner. I'm going to try to, then we're going to do a double crochet, chain 2. I'm having a really hard time keeping it tight. I need to wrap it around my hand. Okay, so this is where it starts a little different. We're going to do a double crochet in the top of our previous rows, double crochets, chain 1, double crochet, double crochet, then double crochet in our chain 2 space. Yeah. Excuse me. Chain 2, start rounding our corner here. So that's what we're going to what it's going to look like. Our corners are going to stay the same. Double crochets in their previous double crochets, and then of course our corner. So we're just going to continue that on. Here we go. Tangle it up. It's not helpful, so we're going to do a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, then we we start the next corner. Okay, I sound frustrated and I'm sorry. This yarn is just not liking me at all. It's either very hard to pull out, okay, so we just did the corner, so this is where we're going to do our double crochets in top of our previous rows. Chain 1 and repeat that. And we're back to our corner. Okay, so let's take a peek, see how that looks. So we got 3 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I have 1 minute. I thought I lost a corner. It's like, okay, wait a minute. So what we're just going to do that and just kind of emphasize on your corners again, double crochets, 2 chains, double crochets. We're going to double crochet here, double crochet here, chain 1, double crochet, and then we're going to be back at our corner, which is what we said here. So we could either stop at that because that's pretty much where the written pattern stops, or we can just build on this and make a bigger hexagon tile. So that is going to be completely up to you guys. But as this is the repeat of the pattern, this row is what will be done for every round you make, to make it, you know, if you want to make it bigger. And I haven't decided. I might stop at this row, or we might just add one more color. We might just add one more color because you already know the pattern, but we'll just kind of see how it goes. All right, I'm going to let you guys do your next 2 sides on your own, and I'll be right back. Okay, this is my last double crochet on this row. And then we're just going to slip stitch here. I'm just going to do one more. Kind of like the idea, it kind of secures it just a little bit more traveling. And it puts me on a corner. Okay, so here's, like I said, there's the pattern. And now if you want to add another color, you can just repeat this row, which is this time, of course, we'll do the corner like we have been, double crochets, and then double crochets in each. Instead of like where we did 2, you'd be doing it 3 and follow it around. And so let's go ahead and work with that. Where's my yarn? There it is. I'm gonna go ahead and do it this way. Like I said, I'm having a hard time keeping my tension for this one. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Get my little threads out of the way. So now we're going to start 2 and 2. Get our like I said, we're just putting our double crochets in the top of the previous rows. We're going to chain 1. We're just going to start that with the rest until we get to the corner. And then we're going to do our double crochets, corner, chain 2, and the 2 more double crochets. The corners are always the same. Okay, so there's how adding that row. Now if you went ahead and added another color, I'm going to go ahead and let you do it because I said you pretty much have that routine down, and we'll see what the end product tile looks like here in just a little bit. Okay, so while I was doing this, I was just getting to think, you know, if you did it long big enough, being cotton, if that's what I'm using, you can make little towels or anything you like to use your cotton for. All my little hand drying towels are cotton that I've made, are the best ones I've had. So let's get this straightened out a little bit. All right, so there is our Fluro Hexagon tile. And so you could start repeating this and make it as big as you want, or, you know, just, I think some of them that we have, they've added, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, one more. And they've just kind of just different combinations of the colors and stitches. You could do this row, same color. You can just, you know, repeat. It'd be interesting to see if we convert it back to the 1, but I'm not sure how I would do that. I'd have to play around with it, but that might be interesting, especially if you want to make a bigger project. Okay, but anyway, just rambling on in my head. I'm sorry. So there we go. That's our floral. And I think next week we're going to do bracken. And I have some similar colors to this, so we might just use this as our color palette to try even. So, let's see. Oh, here. This one uses a magic ring. I was trying to figure out what the little swirl was. I don't think I've ever seen the magic ring put in a pattern. But, so we'll definitely use that. But that's what we're going to do. If you want to join us at the beginner level, it's a 7-inch hexagon. We just need, this is just 3 colors if you want to follow their suggestion. So, if you want to alternate it every color, then it's a 6 row. But otherwise, we can follow along in their suggestion or in whatever way you guys want to do it. I'm going to actually probably do it in these colors or similar to this. I think I've got sage. It won't be like this color green, but I've got the brown and a beige. And we'll use some of my vintage yarn to try that out because I think it might be pretty. All right, guys, that's it. I appreciate you watching, and I'm sorry it was so rough. I don't know why I had such a hard time with this yarn. When I use cotton, I usually do a tight stitch. Maybe that's it. And to be honest about it, working up close, I work close to the body. I don't know how you guys crochet, if you know, further away or not, but on the table, it seems like I was having a hard time keeping my tension. So I apologize for that if it seemed to be rough. I am trying to get back in the swing of things, and I will be back with you Monday. We should be doing, let's do a granny square. Let's figure out what granny square we're going to do. Kind of give a heads up on that. Fridays is when I do the hexagon. So let's pick, we did this last time. And blooming granny. I'm really liking the, oh, that's kind of pretty. Do you want to go with a beginning to talk, beginner pattern, or do you want to try to make it a little more challenging and go up to an intermediate, which I'm thinking is Great Grandma's Square, which is giving you this middle flower. It's 6 rounds still, but this is the written pattern for it. I know sometimes more complicated ones are fun because you're learning something new. But anyway, there's an idea. And of course, by Monday, I might choose another one. Ooh, I like that one too. That says experience. Let's just either do a beginner or intermediate to kind of graduate to a little bit more complicated. All right, guys, that's it for now. My phone's trying to die. I'll talk to you later. Bye.